Right. We made it.
We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Now we seemos. We did it. I bet y'all didn't know I was a darling of culture, knew Spanish.
I learned all my Spanish from Pokemon.
No! Fun fact, most of the Pokemon in Spanish are still English names.
Interesting. They are different, like, all over the world.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, because they're trying to, like, keep the puns and other things.
Yeah. Apparently, though, for this new one, Scarlet and Violet, they're gravitating more towards the Spanish aspect of it. So all the names like Sprigatito or Fuecoco and Quaxley are all, like, Spanish derivatives.
Yeah.
So...
They'll probably have some sort of way they're changed.
no, that's the actual English ones.
That's the English ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we don't know every language's version, do we? You know?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
They reveal them all in one go nowadays.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because they'll be in some video or whatever.
Yeah, and then also they do, They do international releases now for Pokemon. They don't, like, wait.
Yeah, true.
Because, that's one of the things.
But I'm pretty sure there'll probably be some that are different named.
Oh, yeah, probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not their Japanese names.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, let's go see. Japanese. Sprigatito's name is Nyahoja.
Nya obviously is cat stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what Hoja is.
Hoja is just a funny name to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Hoja.
I'm saying it very, like, that's how, who is it? There's something that sounds like that in the original Pokemon opening. Someone in that says something similar.
I don't know. Now it sounds like I search across the land looking far and wide.
No, the Japanese one.
No.
And, what is it? Mizashi Pokemon Master. French. Posasha. Let's see. Oh, okay. It just says from Nya and Hoja. It doesn't tell me what that means. Okay, thanks. German. Filori.
That one's like oddly
the Italian name is still the same.
Oh yeah,
And the French one, yeah, because they're but it's just funny to see that.
Yeah.
There are ones.
But yeah, that makes sense to me. Because the French, Italian, and Spanish are pretty much
very similar.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now I find it. Hoja, Spanish for leaf. So maybe it's Hoya because it's Spanish.
Yeah.
Then the J is like a ya.
Yeah. Hoya!
Or something. I'm not sure. Is that right? I actually don't remember.
Yeah.
J's have a
they make
sound.
They make a ya sound.
Like one.
Or a sound.
Yeah.
You could do both, basically.
Yeah. So basically it's like a leaf cat kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like nya.
Yeah, right. I'm assuming after the next reveal, maybe you'll do some art or something.
Thinking about it,
Try and jump on the thing. I just noticed this was the magenta or some sort of color.
Yeah.
What is it?
Magenta, yeah.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I'm going to go with the yellow-purple.
Mm-hmm.
I figure having the outlines being in this magenta would not only be fun, but also a good compliment to it.
Okay. Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sitting around. You might as well use it.
Yeah. Oh, fucking mess of color.
Yeah.
God, just a lot of ink.
Yeah.
Zared said he might pop by too, actually.
Oh shit. The man, the myth, the motherfucking legend.
Yeah. Arms too hulking.
Wrists too hulking for any dual disc. Could never fit.
No.
But he doesn't need it because he just stabs you anyway. Good yeah, good game. I fucking love. Normally they just like stab you, but if you challenge them to a duel, they have to accept. It's like their religion or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. I cannot wait till we have to write the next part. I really want to write the next part.
Oh yeah. No duels will be added.
There will be no duels in this Yu-Gi-Oh fanfic. Not a single one. One, because that would take effort. Two,
it would definitely take a lot of effort.
Especially since we're switching chapters every writer.
Yeah.
Or every chapter is a different writer.
Yeah, because
that would be impossible.
Because yeah, you'd have like one person's like, oh, they're running this deck.
We'd have to like take notes on, and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I can just imagine someone's like, yeah, they're playing this deck. And the other guy's like, that's fucking stupid. They're going to be playing this.
Yeah, no, they're playing this.
Yeah.
What? No, they should be playing a Maeca deck from real life. No, they have to play an original archetype.
Yeah, because we're gonna basically be Rianne Johnson and
J.J. Abrams.
J.J. Abrams each other.
Yeah.
Be like, nah, man, your idea's fucking stupid. No, man,
you're a dumb poopy face. I'm gonna ruin this franchise just to do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
I still don't know why Disney would just hand shit away like this, with just like, yeah, the multi-billion-dollar franchise we just bought. Yeah, here, just do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like,
here's the keys to the Porsche, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
Come on, man.
Why wasn't this entire thing planned out before they even start shooting movie one, you know?
Yeah. Nope. Didn't need
whatever.
To. Yeah. Didn't need to be good.
It didn't need to be good. You just needed to sell tickets in China.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one thing. After that, it needs to sell tickets in America.
It's true. We need to give China capitalism.
We just have to create content for China.
I'm just saying, if we create a free market in China, maybe we can finally get a good movie again.
Right. All we have to do is overthrow the communist Japanese government so we can finally make good films again.
Communist Japanese?
Why did I say Japanese?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of Shin Pokemon for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on.
I don't know why I said that. Because I'm American. They're the same country, right?
Oh my god. That's really fucking
That
funny.
was really random. That was funny.
That was a genuine human moment.
Yeah, it's probably because I was looking at a bunch of Japanese cards earlier.
Yeah. You're also just a weeb, too.
That's true. Is there a word for, like, if you really like Chinese stuff? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I just know that if you're like American stuff, you're a freak.
Jamie would know. Jamie just got here. Jamie, what's the... You like Chinese stuff a lot, or Korean also, equivalent of a weeb.
I think it's a Koreaboo is what they say for that.
That's pretty funny.
Because the American equivalent is Freeaboo.
Yeah. We're wondering, what's the equivalent? Okay, so, yeah, she says Koreaboo. What's the Chinese one, then? But she doesn't know about Chinese. Okay. I thought you would know, since you're into all the Chinese pretty boy shows. And Jamie says she likes the face.
Thank you. This one took a while.
Yeah, I remember you erased, like... Didn't you draw this, and then you erased, like, the whole thing?
I did, yes.
And then you drew the pose, and the head was too small, so you made the head big.
Yep. Everything has been redrawn at least 5 times.
Yeah.
How it goes, man. To be good is not enough when you dream of being great.
It's true. We're out here doing Artist Alley for money.
That actually was my school's motto, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To be good is not enough when you dream of being great.
I don't know if any of my schools had a motto. I'm sure they did, but I doubt that, like, 8 out of 10 students would know it.
It's probably a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Look,
It's
man,
like asking what, like, I don't know, the state potato is or something. You know? Who's gonna know? Only potato fanatics.
or you can ask literally anyone, who is their representative?
That's true. I have no idea. I don't care because they're probably not representing anything I stand for, and I can never vote them out of office.
Exactly.
So they've basically been appointed as some sort of king over this district for the rest of their life, or until until the party feels they've betrayed them. So let's see. Jamie says there doesn't actually appear to be a word that's equivalent to Abu. Officially, you'd say Sinophile with the Sino like for Chinese.
Yeah.
The S. But obviously that just doesn't hit the same. Anyway, gonna go make dinner. All right, that is really funny. Cinephile, because it sounds like cinephile.
Yeah, I was thinking
For like a movie fanatic.
That's what I was thinking too. So it's
No, it's Sinnoh, like
like the region in Pokemon.
almost like it's spelled differently, but it's like the Sino-Korean War or whatever, or the Sino-Japanese War, that kind of shit.
Yeah. No, I got it. I just thought it was funny.
I wonder where that comes from. Is that like the Latin root for like Chinese or something? I'm not really sure where you get that one from.
I do know that Oriental comes from a Latin word meaning east. So when you say East Oriental, it's like.
Fun fact: French is weeaboo. That's funny. With the E.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's really funny, actually. Yeah,
that is really funny. I'm gonna look that up. From late Latin Sine, maybe? I'm not sure. It's S-I-N, and then it has that funky A-E combination letter.
that's Sinai.
Sinai. Oh, there we go. Plural. From the Ptolemaic Greek Sinai, it looks like, and from Arabic Sin. China, probably from Chinese Xin. So, yeah, okay. So it's probably some sort of thing of like, however people heard the Chinese people maybe say their country.
Yeah.
And then adapted.
Kind of like how Japan.
Yeah.
With
Could be something like that.
Yeah. Because Japan.
It seems like the earliest use of it in modern times is like, I don't know. At least this says like 1879 for some sort of recent use with that. Let's see, porcelain imported from China, 1650s, China, etc. Sinic, meaning Chinese, from 1660s, from medieval Latin, Sinicus, maybe? From China, Sina. So yeah, this has something to do probably with how
It was said by foreign traders, probably.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember, because the long I sound is only with AE, and everything else is like a short vowel, because I was like trying to think if how you're pronouncing it, versus how it actually would be pronounced.
yeah, I don't know how to pronounce any of this shit right.
No, it's cool. And you did pretty good, actually.
So.
Because I'm trying to think of like, if they said that they were from China and they said Sinai, I could probably get that. I could see where you would be coming from.
Yeah, because I know China is like China
Like later,
Yeah.
so. This is from the Qin Dynasty or whatever.
Yeah.
So. Because all of these people met each other at some point.
Yeah. And
Because of the aliens.
Yes, because of the aliens.
So.
Yes. Because of the.
Don't think they didn't all know each other. People traveled the world. The aliens helped them out.
Yes. Absolutely. God damn it. No.
I did always wonder about it because I had seen this one, and I was wondering where that comes from.
Yeah, China.
So it's apparently from Latin originally.
Yeah,
as well as a couple other languages seem to use this.
Or a similar version.
Yeah, language is pretty interesting when it comes down to it. Because a lot of root words that we get, we don't really know where they come from.
You just have like the oldest use of the word
Yeah.
sometimes. I know zombie is kind of like that where it's just like
there's really old mentions of it or something.
Oh, speaking
At
of,
least when I read about it one time, and that's why it always bothered me when the people in the zombie movies didn't know they were zombies. I'm like, this means they live in a completely different history of the world in some way in which the word zombie was never used for the past like X hundreds of years. Like, that's just weird, you know?
oh yeah.
Like, that always gets me when they never call them zombies, you know?
Yeah.
So, but you were saying?
Oh, shit. What was I saying?
I don't know. Because let me go look it up on, so I remember looking at this one time. Like, it was a pretty good Wikipedia article on zombies.
Oh, I caught up on Zombieland Saga manga.
Oh, I am not, actually I found chapters past chapter 8.
Oh, you did? Sick.
Yes, but I'm not caught up on them.
I just got to I just finished chapter 8, basically.
Okay.
So, I'm caught up, yes.
Yeah, I think I'm only like one chapter past that or something. The English word zombie was first recorded in 1819 in a history of by something from a Brazilian poet. But I think it comes from something in French or something else. Let's see. Etymology. English word zombie first recorded in that. But it's believed to come from, like, stuff in Africa.
Oh, that's believable, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
1819 is the first time it's recorded. Actually, and then it says, in the form of zombie, with just an I, referring to Afro-Brazilian rebel leader named Zumbi and the etymology of his name. Oh, that's interesting. But, so it's definitely like, you know, it's got like a 200-year history, so.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always like kind of weird. They're just like, they what? You know?
What do you mean?
Never heard of a zombie? Come on, man. What kind of weird alternate history is this where the English language never adopted the word zombie?
What hell is this?
How did this happen?
What is this hell that you have placed me in?
Mm-hmm. Gives the word's origin as West African and compares it to the Congo words, I guess, Zambi? It has an N in front of it, but I don't know if it's like silent or how you pronounce this. Which means God, and Zumbi or Nzumbi, which is a fetish.
Nice.
Like, not like the original meaning of a word fetish, like something you worship, not like a sexual fetish.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking about zombies because we were talking about language, and then I was talking about how it kind of bothers me whenever in the zombie movies people don't know the word zombie, but the word zombie is like. The oldest English version of it is from like the 1819. Watch out.
Wow, that's weird.
So it's like, that just means that you're in a universe where it's like, they never got the word zombie for over, almost 200 years now, depending on when the movie was made. You're watching a video on zombie the other day?
Oh,
like,
cool.
just zombies in general, like this, like kind of what I'm mentioning, or the dark history of zombies. Oh, this actually sounds kind of cool. Okay, I'll have to check this out later. Oh, they even mentioned the language thing just like I did. Okay, that's interesting. Because that has always bothered me ever since I found out it was like, actually like old and from something. Like, it wasn't something they just made up and, some shit.
Because, the concept of a living dead is, like, very...
Oh, that is old.
Yeah. It's very ingrained in...
There's tons of ideas of, like, the dead coming back to life or things like that,
Oh, yeah.
Or, that's very old.
Yeah, it's fucking...
Probably since death,
Yeah. It's very biblical, yeah.
Yeah. Well, even before then.
Oh, yeah. Like, if it's, like, there, it means it's probably even further back, is the TLDR.
Yeah.
I forgot if we looked this up, but I still wanted to find the oldest instance of time travel.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know exactly how people used to think of time exactly, you know?
Yeah?
So at some point, there'll be some person who would think, like, well, what if the person went back in time, you know?
Yeah?
Like that. Like, I don't know the oldest instance of time travel.
Yeah, because the only thing I can think of is the H.G. Wells
Oh,
story.
you're in the Dracula Daily thing too? Sabrina told me about that.
Do you know about this?
Not really.
The Dracula Daily?
Or whatever it's called, like, officially. I think it's Dracula Daily, but calling it the Dracula Daily makes it sound like a newspaper.
Yeah, right.
So pretty much, you know how it's like, I forgot the word, you know, what is it, like a pistol or whatever? Like
Yeah.
all the letters, novels, whatever, clippings, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it sends you whatever the one is for the date that it says it is in the book.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so like what's today, the
16th.
So whatever is entered in there under May 16th, it will send you.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah. So it'll send you whatever part of the book it is that's at May 16th.
Interesting.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jamie says basically you can email with the letter the characters write that date. It actually means so much. Yeah, they'll be out of order. Yeah.
It's just like how you have to watch Haruhi.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You gotta watch it out of chronological. It's interesting because you have to watch that one in the air date.
Yeah,
That's the order for it. You don't watch them in the like episode they actually happen in the timeline. Not as cool.
No.
Way better when you watch it by the original air date.
Same with Bakemonogatari.
Oh, I don't know if I did that actually.
Because I definitely did that by air date. Because I was actually like
Because
religiously
I just
following.
downloaded it when it was done, but I only watched the first season.
Yeah, because it goes out of order, and that's like kind of like the.
So I don't know if I've only watched the first season. Are the episodes out of order even in the first season? Or,
So the first season,
or do
everything.
you just mean the seasons and the movies and everything are out of order?
The seasons of the movies, as they air, take place at different parts of the timeline.
Yeah, but I'm
So
just saying
they don't like go chronologically as the show comes out.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I only watched the first season. Does that matter? That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Where the individual episodes, they seemed like...
They were in an order, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that one is fine.
The first season is self-contained.
Okay.
It's then when after you get past that first season is when things start getting a little screwy in terms of when things are
I get what
actually
you're
happening.
saying. I'm talking about... Because in Haruhi, in the season, the episodes are aired in an order that's different than how they, like, chronologically happened in universe.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
They do that later for Bakemonogatari within each season.
Ah, okay.
But and the very beginning of it is just the chronological for that first season.
Jamie says so. It's an interesting experience. Like Mina is introduced earlier in Dracula Daily. Yeah, that does make it seem really interesting. I remember when she mentioned that.
I kind of like that, though, because it makes it... Like, one, it's going to be different than when you're reading it.
Yeah.
Two, it's also kind of interesting because you can see how the events, like, unfold, like, actually, you know, like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, to me, that seems like it would be an interesting experience.
Yeah, 'cause it's also very different than how you would normally experience something.
Yeah. Because it's kind of cool, because then you're, like, reading the timeline, like, as it happens, you know?
Yeah, I only ever read Dracula like one time in middle school. And it was alright.
Yeah, I imagine it's aged well.
I didn't hate it.
It's like it's one of those things where you're like, it doesn't age like milk, but it does have some things that you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It is weird, though, because, like, most of the movie versions do not have that cowboy guy in them.
No, which is a goddamn
There's so
tragedy.
much stuff. Because I remember I had only known the Universal version, and I don't remember that guy being in there, like, at all.
No, and like even, same with like Frankenstein. Frankenstein's very different depending on what film you watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people go like more closer to the book. Some people go like like the Universal one is not really.
Mina having gals being pals kind of time, and Johnny is watching his Airbnb host crawl on the walls. Yes, I remember that part.
Yeah, I remember that. There was a funny GIF of that I saw online the other day.
I read it and enjoyed it, but it's not above criticism. Yeah, that sounds about right. You were saying what?
Oh, I said I saw that post online where someone actually did the GIF of the guy crawling on the walls.
That's fine.
But yeah, it's one of those things that I think is a fun read, but yeah, it's probably not aged the best.
I still want to see the Mexican version of the movie. I told you about this, right?
Yeah.
That when they were filming the original Universal version, like for the American release, when they ended filming, like right after that, they would come in for the Mexican version, and they would film it at night on the studio lot. And so it's like the same movie, but not, because it's like all different actors in Spanish and everything. I've only seen clips of it. I was like, that actually sounds really cool to watch.
Yeah, I would agree.
So
I think that would be pretty neat. I didn't even know about that version until like a couple years ago.
Also, I'm so glad that Dracula is a public domain character.
Oh my god, fucking right.
Like, having public domain characters is, like, crazy broken. Like, it's so sad that no characters, like, we know will ever be public domain. Like, no newer characters will ever be that way.
Yeah.
Because, like, man, I would love to see some of the crazy shit once everything's, like, fully public domain.
Oh, yeah, it'd be insane.
Yeah.
Like, Mickey Mouse in public domain.
Mickey Mouse public domain,
Nuts.
Insane.
Nuts.
Fucking
I can't even imagine
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu as public domain.
Any of those DC comic characters that are so old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine Pikachu later? Public domain? That's crazy.
Isn't Hitler in public domain now?
Maybe. I wouldn't be shocked, but I also don't think anyone would care. Like, even if you, like, I don't know if anyone, like, who would own the rights to Hitler? Actually, that sounds like something I would want to own. That would be pretty intense. Like, hey, man, if you want to use Hitler in your movie, you gotta pay me. Like... Yeah,
right? That sounds like...
But he's, like, a public figure, though, so I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I don't think you have, like, public domain. I don't think you can be kept out of public domain if you're a public figure.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't know. Like, I remember there was this thing that people were talking about how you could put, like...
Because you could put Hitler in, like, any...
Yeah, pretty much. But I just remember there was something that was about actual thing involving him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen Hitler in so many bad movies.
Oh, right? We've got to revive Hitler.
Still, that frozen Hitler that was in, what was that movie called? Like Black Eagles or whatever?
I have no clue.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Where the monkey's driving the tank?
Yeah, that's what I just referenced. Yeah, when I said we have to revive Hitler.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but I wasn't sure. Because there's a ton of other movies where they want to revive Hitler. Or like clone Hitler or something too.
Or like
in The Boys from Brazil.
Yeah, I do remember those.
Or that awful Superman comic in the future. Do you know that one? Where there's like 2 clones of Hitler that he has to fight?
I do remember there was a Justice League from the TV show where they went into the future, but like someone went into the past and assassinated Hitler and then took his place.
Oh shit!
So the Nazis ended up winning because they're like, all right, we got rid of Hitler, so now we can actually win this war.
Wow.
Basically, if
I did not see that one.
Yeah, it's like basically if Operation Valkyrie actually ended up going through.
Interesting.
Was the concept behind it?
Yeah.
Because that was basically the reason why they wanted to get rid of Hitler. Because he can't win the war.
No.
I do love that everyone is like, well, they were trying to stop Hitler.
Not for noble reasons. Not for noble reasons, man. They were still Nazis. Like, they were still Nazis.
Because, like, I remember when they were doing that. Because they did that movie and fucking, what is his name? Tom Cruise. In that. Yeah, Tom Cruise was like, oh man, these people must have been great heroes. I'm like, depends on who you ask, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they were still Nazis.
It's like my friends.
Like, end of the day, they were still going to be Nazis. They were still going to be fighting the war.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sorry,
as
my
far as I know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about World War II stuff, to be honest, so...
Yeah, World War II is kind of like overdone. I understand not wanting to know too much about it. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do get. It's like I understand the appeal. It's like that like perfect boogeyman character,
Mm-hmm.
and like we win, and it's like a very like decisive victory.
Yeah, it's World War II was the last overwhelming U.S. victory.
I had a really good class on, like, American wars.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last just overwhelming victory. Because every war after that is just, it's not as flashy or, it's just like a status quo at the end or we straight up basically lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Yeah. It was also the last time the U.S. was basically like the undisputed, full-on dominant power with the ability to destroy the world at will. Because we were the only country with the bomb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they apparently had, like, crazy plans on, like, if the Russians tried to do anything, they would just start dropping nuclear bombs on Moscow every, like, hour or something.
Oh,
they had
yeah.
crazy plans like this.
Oh, yeah.
That they just thought would be cool to do if someone acted up,
Yeah. 'Cause it makes sense. I mean, when you're on top, you gotta stay on top.
Yeah. Because, like, I do know that the Russians get the bomb in, like, 49, but I don't remember, like, when our allies had it or whatever. Like, I don't remember when we were just like, yeah, you guys can also have this.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever that was a good idea.
Yeah, I don't remember that part. I don't know, like, if they developed it, on their own or whatever. I don't remember the rest of that part.
Yeah.
But I know 49, the Russians got the bomb, and the commies won in China. Because that was, like, one of the worst years for, like, the U.S. in terms of, foreign affairs, basically.
And yeah, then all the wars get kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, they're also not as, like, clear-cut, like,
Yeah.
black and white, whatever.
Yeah, like...
It's easy. You can always have someone kill a Nazi and no one cares. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you have, like, people shoot some kid with a machine gun in the Middle East, obviously now we're bringing up, political questions.
For sure.
But if that little kid was also a Nazi, I think it would have been fine in the movie.
Yeah.
So...
American Sniper
watch out.
American Sniper suddenly not looking nearly as bad.
Yeah, right? Yeah, just shift the focus.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many kids he mows down as long as they were Nazis.
Yeah, that's why I like, I don't think you ever got a chance to see it. What is that movie that Taika Waititi directed?
It was Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit, that's what it was. It's a pretty good take on the ideas of the Hitler Youth and understanding, like, how people just do not understand what they're getting into a lot of times.
Yeah. People just get indoctrinated into stuff all the time.
Yeah. And it's how it is just a very cultural, like, it was a very cultural thing. Like,
yeah. You have to do your duty for the fatherland.
Yeah. Nationalism is a very interesting drug. We'll call it that. Because, yeah, like, for me, it was always a weird thing just because, like, why would I care about a thing I didn't have control over?
Yeah, right.
Like, I did not choose this life. I did not, choose where I'm from. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I don't ever get like the local pride kind of whatever stuff. I've never really gotten it. Like even just on a town level, like if it was like or whatever the school you're going to is in the football match or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why do people care if the school football team whatever, or like why does one specific school hate some school? Did they, start some shit back in the day, break someone's legs? No.
Well, technically,
depending on the school.
Yeah, I was like, I remember, I was like,
no, depending on the school, maybe, but I don't think any of the Garland drama was like that.
I do remember, not for high school, but for college. The reason why A&M and UT have bad blood is because A&M people went in and actually sawed the horns off one of their
Oh, really?
and they actually like legit.
That's funny.
That's why the down thing is that because they did that.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's legit bad blood, and I get that.
Yeah, I've just never been
Sports ball.
Pride in almost anything kind of person.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like sure, Cincinnati, whatever. You know what I mean, right? Like,
And fuck Michigan.
Yeah, like I don't give a shit about Dallas. Whatever, I don't care.
Like whatever. Yeah.
This is
We just exist. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is just where I exist.
Yeah. Like the idea of like, oh, I was born and raised.
Jamie agrees about the A&M UT thing. She's like, yeah, there's actual fuckery.
Yeah. That's the only one that makes sense to me.
Things like that make sense. Like, I guess, but again, like, it's like I went to, when I went to UNT, it's like, I didn't give a shit about UNT. This is just a school I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like, why do I care,
Yeah, it's just a school.
Whatever.
Like, I didn't...
Oh, man, UNT's in the bubble-blowing national championships, or I don't fucking know what they do,
Yeah.
Like, why do I care,
Yeah, it's weird. They talk about this they even do this in like Spy Family, where they talked about like how, if you're not from this place, you don't have this background, your kid's going to be likely to be hazed and things like that. I'm like, yeah, that's a real thing. I don't care for it, but this is definitely a real thing that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And you just kind of like, you just have to look at it and go like, yeah, people are fucking stupid. Okay. Again, I always think of that truck that says "Made in Texas, live in Texas," and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's great.
I always wondered if they had other versions of stuff like that for other states, or if people in Texas were the only ones stupid enough to give into this marketing. Because I was like, there's no way Burger King has like the Ohio Whopper or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't
like some
imagine.
of that shit. There's no Chevy Silverado Oregon edition, is there? Shit like that.
I can't imagine there.
I can't imagine.
I cannot imagine. Because no, there's no way.
Like that doesn't sound like something. Like this is the official. Nebraska fucking whatever Nissan truck. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's
what?
tough. It's like, I don't know if they believe that shit or not, because like...
Yeah, I have no idea. But like, I know Texas, you throw Texas on fucking anything, Texas people want it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
'Cause, yeah,
Big fucking Tex Bull Ball steer milk. The official steer milk of Texas, Some shit like that. People will fucking just chugging it down.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I do love my...
It's the Texas version. I gotta get it.
It was funny. So when I went and started living in New York and things like that, so people would always make the same joke. Like, Texas is only steers and queers come from Texas.
Oh, from the movie? Yeah.
I was like, I don't see no horns on your head. I was like, I guess you're right. I guess I'm queer. Like,
yeah. Well, I guess you're about to see these horns in your ass. Bend over.
I was like, yeah. It's like, look, man, do you want me to fuck you? Like, what do you want?
Yeah. It's like, are you hitting on me? Just say that.
It's like,
are you hitting on me? I mean, like, I'll pound it, but I won't like it. Just say that to them.
Yeah, you just be like, I mean,
you're not really my type, but if you're that desperate, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Spread those cheeks,
Like, hey, man, I get it. Sometimes you just need the dick in. I get it. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Grindr exists for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, come on, man. It's cool. I'm not judging.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been desperate as fuck, just make them sound horribly pathetic.
Yeah, it's like, I've been there.
Look, I get it. You look like a loser. You get a lot of action,
Look, man, fixer-uppers, that's what I'm into. But yeah, I just remember that was a big thing.
Yeah,
Because of that fucking movie, yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic movie reference, you know?
I was going to say, are we finally letting people know that we're live?
Oh, the fucking Discord notification?
Yeah, but it wasn't for that. It was just a bunch of other things going on.
I don't know why that notification barely works.
It's just weird how fast it is or slow it is. I mean, it's either fast or slow.
It'll either be the second you click the button or it just never goes.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. No idea why.
Couldn't tell you. But yeah, no, I remember that when there's the Chevy Silverado Texas edition or whatever. I'm just like, is there a Michigan edition? You know, shit like that. You know?
Yeah, because I remember. There was a bit on The Daily Show where they were talking about a specific Texas ad, and they were talking about how that would never work anywhere because again,
that sounds about right.
Because they're like,
well, that's how marketing's supposed to be technically.
Yeah,
you get hyper focused.
When
you want to.
It was very hyper focused because it was also very religious.
Ah, okay.
Because they were having a Easter sale, and then it was a very it was one of those things that you look at and you go, oh come on, that's definitely sacrilegious.
Ah, okay.
But they're like, but people ate it up.
But it's Texas.
But it was Texas, yeah.
Come on down for our Easter gun sale. Let the world know the Lord has risen with a hail of bullets. You know, something like that. That's the most Texas thing I can think of.
I just want to let everyone in chat know right now, you need to fucking thank your lucky stars that this man is not actually in advertising. Because I heard that, and I was like, I've heard that somewhere. I believed it was real. It didn't matter how long I believed it was real for. I believed it was real for at least a second. And that's scary. It frightens me.
Hey man, look. It's easy. Selling stuff is easy. You just have to know your audience.
Yeah. Technically, we also have the easiest job in the world.
It's true.
Selling people shit that they already want.
You gotta remember, a good book tells you what you already know.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite lines from 1984.
Oh, yeah.
A good book tells you what you already know.
It's a very good, that's also a very good book. It told me everything I already knew as well.
It's true. Apparently you can learn everything you need to know in life from the book, The Brothers Karamazov, though. I've never finished that book. I was listening to the audiobook for once.
I hear it's very dry.
Yeah, I mean, but, it's supposed to be pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I forgot where that's from, though. I forgot who said that. Yeah, that you could learn everything you need to know from that book.
Yeah. It's probably Ayn Rand.
Yeah, I don't really know. I forgot where I even heard that from, but I remember hearing it one time when
Tucker Carlson, probably.
Tucker Carlson? Come on, no. His audience can't even read. Why would he recommend a book unless he's selling it? You don't need to read it, you just need to buy it so that he can continue to prevent the white genocide or whatever he's on, you know?
Do you think he drinks his own Kool-Aid?
Oh my god, yes, he is his own Kool-Aid. That man is a plastic bag formed into a human being full of Kool-Aid. He seems way too stupid to not be made of his own Kool-Aid.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the bright type.
No.
He's just completely enveloped himself in Kool-Aid at this point. Like I say, he's just there and he's like, I am become Kool-Aid, the destroyer of thirst.
I have become Kool-Aid, destroyer of thirst.
Right.
Oh, dear God.
Jamie's just eating my PBJ and vibing. Yeah, right. It's a variety stream.
That's how it goes, man. I do think it's funny, though, anytime it's like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's fucking crazy, yeah. That Texas people are just like that, easily.
People are just like that. If you start selling them the thing they want to see, they'll fucking buy it.
Which can be...
It doesn't matter what demographic it is. It doesn't matter at all. Put whatever they want on it. Put whatever they want in the ad. They'll buy it. That's why the rainbow capitalism always works, since June's coming up. You know?
Get your flags
like that
up.
For anything else. Any group of people. It doesn't matter who they are.
Turn this off for a bit here. In fact, I could probably just turn it off for the rest of the stream. Because I do gotta be sharp with here, but I want to make sure everything underneath looks good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I mean, that's how capitalism works.
Yeah.
You're supposed to make sure people think that they want something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had a class.
I mean, there are people that do want stuff and they just don't get it, and so that's why they just buy everything that has it, you know?
Yeah, and that's why some of the stuff is good. Like, you know, we talked about rainbow capitalism and how it's bad, but there are, I would say, because I wouldn't say everyone's what's the word I'm looking for? There's not always malintention, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people are genuinely trying.
Malintent.
Yeah, malintent.
Sounds a little better.
Yeah. I believe there's people who are genuinely trying to make a difference by adding in these kinds of characters, by...
Did you miss the lines on the skull? The eyeballs?
The eyeballs? No, I know.
The inside one. The human skull.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I needed to turn it off anyway.
I got you.
To see where we're at.
Okay. Since you took the light pad away, I was like, he's going to have to put that back to draw that.
Fair.
I didn't want you to miss it.
No, that's fair. I appreciate that.
I just know there's a lot going on here.
What was I saying? Oh, like, I think that there are people who have genuine good intent when they make characters that are more representative of the demographics that exist. Though I will say, Blizzard came out with the weirdest fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
It was you know, like those graphs that tell you about the stats?
About what? Like, which type of stats? Like, you mean the hexagon?
Yeah, the hexagon.
The Pentagon ones?
The Pentagon ones. But instead...
Hold on, let's see. Jamie says, rainbow capitalism does specifically refer to companies selling Pride merch with ill intent, not just people making Pride merch in general because it's timely. Yeah, we know.
Well, okay, I want to make sure that I'm... what is the word? Differentiating the two, because, again, like, I think it's important to, you know, be as clear as possible when you state something.
But I do also think you can just go year-round and make anything with stuff on it. It doesn't matter if it's Pride-specific or anything else.
Yeah, you can do it. You can... what is it?
That was going back to the Texas Bullets for Jesus Silverado edition.
You can do that with pretty much anything. And
yeah,
probably
you can
get
do
into
that
it.
year-round.
But I'm just saying, I think that when you create something, there are people who do it for actual genuine purposes, and I think those people need to be around and make more things like that. Mm-hmm. I think representation in media is important for people who don't ever get the chance to, you know, see themselves in heroes and villains and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What were we talking about after that? I was trying to get on. I was getting on a.
I don't remember.
I got lost in the sauce. I'll come back to me, I guess, eventually. But basically, yeah, I think that you want to be able to differentiate between the two. But yeah, a lot of the times you're gonna just have to deal with, you know, trash, and I don't like having people have, like, I don't like that people feel that they have to settle for, you know, whatever isn't very good. I feel like they should be able to get a little bit better stuff than what they're getting right now. And I want to try to put that into work, you know? I feel like I was going to talk about something else, but I could not.
Yeah, Jamie gets us.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, the reason I also wanted to iterate all of that out there, Jamie, is also just because, like, you know, things taken out of context, people might not understand what I'm going for, so I kind of feel like I need to full on state my intent and what I mean, so that there's no confusion, stuff like that. I don't want people to feel like they have misunderstood me. That's something I've always had a weird issue with, though. I don't like. I don't like. There'll be. You ever have this whenever you're like, you know, you want to give something a part of you in the sense of, like, you know, oh, you want to show them something you like a lot, and then they just don't get it, or they're not really as into it as you are, so you kind of just feel like,
Yeah. Time to go back and that's the little ditto meme that goes in the box or whatever.
Yeah.
It gets punched and goes back in the box.
And then the box gets thicker.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, I'm guessing?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Because I just hate that feeling of not being understood, because it's just like one of those things that makes you just shut off.
I always just feel like people don't believe me. No matter what I'm saying, I'm like, well, they're not going to believe me, so I have to keep trying to explain this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I just keep going too long.
Yeah, and that can be
just like, well, I feel like I have to get the point across that I'm trying to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh well. But Okay, this is coming a lot better now that I'm getting the thick line. Because that was one of the reasons why I had to take this off. I needed really to get like these, like the differentiate.
Some of them are going to have to be thicker than the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that you can like really differentiate the two.
So you can space it out.
Yeah. Especially also when you have like a character that has like a lot of detail. Mm-hmm. And or just an illustration like this is very like full.
Yeah. It's got a lot going on.
I mean, my thing is like, hey man, if people are dumb enough to keep buying whatever you're selling them, start charging more.
Yeah. I think it had something to do with selling things.
Probably.
Because I was bringing up the course I did on like building a brand and things like that. And people want to have...
Just because if people get tired of it, they'll stop buying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Right. Because people, like, brand identity is a big thing. Like,
oh, yeah, that's, like, the whole point.
Like, you're supposed to, like, oh, yeah, I've got this, therefore I'm unique, but I'm also unique like everyone else.
Yeah.
It's a really weird concept, too, because people who want to be unique all kind of fit into one category, too, which is, like, very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, oh,
that's
yeah.
That's how you get those memes about, like, I'm the quirky girl, you know, or whatever. Yeah. Things like that. Like, I'm not like other girls. I'm like every other girl who posts this meme, you know?
Yeah.
Those jokes.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be just for girls, but that's the first one I thought of because saw just a funny video on like the Nice Girls subreddit earlier, which is always funny.
Dude, so someone was talking to me about the subreddits they go onto today, and there's some pretty funny ones.
There's a bunch I'm sure I'd never even heard of that are hilarious.
They were on a library subreddit that led them into a dumpster divers
subreddit. Sounds fun, actually.
And it was because it was basically what ended up happening was they found a thing where people were like, you know, throwing away a bunch of books and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that, you know, it was like, who could throw this all away? And they were like, because it was a library that threw away a bunch of those books.
Yeah, I just don't know a good place to go look through anything, you know?
Yeah, because like, I mean, if you go to like a Half Price Books at like on a Sunday night, I think that's when they throw everything out that hasn't sold. Because you have like people. I know, at least in New York, this was a big thing where all the homeless people would wait for them to, you know, throw everything out, and then they would go dumpster dive. They had like their hats with little lights on.
The light, yeah. I forgot what the really weird one was that I wanted to get into. It was some sort of weird like. Sort of like funky. It was very new agey, but it seemed fun. It'll take you to some weird spot, and it's supposed to actually be like important or something.
Interesting. I
forgot what it was called though. Now I remember the icon for it. It has like a weird owl, but I'd have to find it again.
I do recall. What was it? The thing that we would always do is called Hobo Christmas.
Oh, that sounds great.
Have you ever heard? Have I not told you about this?
I think you did, but I don't remember.
So Hobo Christmas was something you would do at the end of the semester.
Yes. I did this once at UNT also. Because
my school in particular had a lot of kids that were, you know, having to fly back home. Mm-hmm. So they would toss a lot of stuff. And you'd be like, oh shit, this is just fucking free money. Because people would like throw away laptops or...
Oh, Jamie's got the comment here. She says... Oh, the library dumpster diver. She took outdated books, like outdated enough to be citing actual bias as fact, not just Pluto is still a planet outdated, and gave them to schools. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I do recall those. Yeah, we've had a few of those. Yeah, those are rough. But yeah, no, like. Mm-hmm. My personal favorite stuff is like stuff you do on Hobo Christmas when you.
Oh yeah, I've thought of just going up to UNT during the end of the semester and doing that, like straight up.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know where I'd park because you need a parking pass. Yeah. I don't remember where the free parking is now, and it's probably changed.
Yeah.
You know? So you'd have to park like kind of off campus and then walk all the way there and do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not exactly sure what days would be the best. Because what I remember is it was like about the last week right before graduation when we were doing that.
No, that's definitely a good time to do it.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was like awesome.
Yeah, it probably depends on where you're at. Because like for me, for my area, it was like usually around graduation time or when they went back. Because there were certain times or certain students didn't have the full year. they only had the semester in the dorm.
I got you.
So you would go back and be like, okay, we gotta go check on who had what, because there's some pretty crazy fucking things.
Yeah, I remember I found like a change purse full of change. It was a little change purse. It was rubber. And who did it have on? What is that character's name? Like Mao Chan or whatever? You know, the little Chinese girl from the cartoon, the old cartoon.
Which cartoon? Oh, that character. Yeah.
That character that was really popular like 10, 12 years ago or whatever. Yeah, it was filled with change. And a lot of it was quarters. So I emptied out all the change and then sold my sister the change purse.
Nice.
I know, it was the full double up. Yeah, it was just filled with change. I'm like, they didn't even empty the change out? And this is when Coinstar was still, I think, like under 10%. Yeah. 9% maybe? Oh, 9 something. I'm like, you're not even going to empty the change out of this?
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. Got that. Got a mini fridge that I sold.
Yeah,
So some stuff like that was pretty good. People were just leaving food on the indoor ones, not near the trash or whatever. So I got to eat. I just grabbed a bunch of food. I didn't go buy any cleaning supplies because people just left some there after they were done using.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It's like, man, this was a good day.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes, man. Hobo Christmas.
All right. That does sound really fun to do. I bet they're already out, though. Actually, it's the 16th. What's the last day?
For college, it depends, yeah.
That's what I'm going to look at right now. Summer session classes begin. I think maybe graduation's already over.
Yeah, I feel like it might be. I'll have to wait till winter semester.
That school is mostly driving people, from what I remember, so I would not bet on anything like that.
Tragic.
Yes, we already missed it.
Tragic. We'll have to wait till next year.
Yeah. Seems like graduation was on the 13th, so what you want to do is show up like the week before or something, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 or 4 days before that. I can't remember when everyone started cleaning. Because, there's the people who aren't graduating.
Yeah.
They already took their finals and left.
Yeah.
So, because graduation was after, like, all the finals, and then there was a few more days or something. I can't remember. It was some sort of extra thing. Yeah, because there were people who already packed up and left by the time, like, the finals were there.
Mm-hmm.
Or by the time graduation was there.
Hobo Christmas.
Right.
But yeah, no, I get really annoyed with when people like are with the books and stuff at the library, because they're like, no, why won't you take these books? And you're like, bro, I can't. This is like legit not like, I'm gonna just throw this away. I'll take it from you, but I'm gonna throw it away.
Yeah, just because it's so old or whatever.
It's not worth anything. Like,
yeah, like it's just trash.
It's legit not worth the paper it's printed
These
on.
are just Encyclopedia Britannicas from like 1989 or something.
Fun fact, we actually did get that.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, he's gonna say the fucking year too, and I'm gonna be like, man, he's so fucking good.
I am a psychic, so. Cat! What is wrong?
Sabrina's home and she's not paying attention to you?
I'm gonna go see what the cat is wrong. What is wrong with you, Cat? Is she in the bathroom? Cat, what's wrong? Yeah, oh, that's what. No. Yeah, go over there. Yeah. Sabrina made it home, but then she had to go to the bathroom. So now Marker's just crying in the hallway.
It's so tough to be a cat, man.
It's so sad.
Fucker. He doesn't have any deadlines.
So sad.
What does he know? What do you know of deadlines?
Hey, all existence is suffering. Cat is suffering in his own way.
It's true. He's suffering in his own way. That is pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, you're not right. You're not wrong.
You know, I'm going back to what we started on with this
Whole thing about zombies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Variety stream. It's like, oh, that's right. We were talking about zombies. Oh shit, that's.
I'm not seeing a single instance on this wiki where it's once called a zombie bee. Which is blasphemy.
It is blasphemous.
God, that movie's still ridiculous.
It's so bad.
Dude, that guy with the spider face tattoo thing, though, I want to just paint that on my face for a con and see if anyone recognizes me.
I do love that chick that was in the movie that was like, oh yeah, that tattoo is so hot. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you could feel it.
Yeah. I think that was that girl that was just like playing a prostitute or something,
Yeah,
right?
something
and
like
then
that.
and then she got killed or whatever.
Yeah, she got eaten.
Yeah.
Because he's a weird spider thing.
We were like, wait, he had actual spider powers or something? And then it never came up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't do it again or anything like that.
Never did.
He just died.
Yeah.
He just, like, had powers of some sort and was also a zombie bee. And then, you know, caught on fire from the urn of Prometheus.
Yeah.
And then he died. That was it.
That was it.
It all made sense.
It really did if you didn't think about it.
You don't want to think about anything while watching that movie.
No.
Believe me.
I also heard that you said that the film, I was like asleep, but I woke up and I could have sworn I heard you say masterpiece
For what?
for the Pinocchio film.
Oh, the Pinocchio movie was a masterpiece.
Yeah, I was really tired, but
The Pinocchio movie started to really come together towards the end.
I'm not shocked.
I think I might have watched the wrong dub of it, though. I'm not sure. I'm going to go look and see if that movie has a different dub.
Yeah, because I don't remember hearing...
Because it didn't sound like the clip I heard. But it was still horrible.
I do love that everyone knew that this fucker had a crush on her.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah, no, there are several different English versions of this, I think. This says English version and English version and English version.
Well, that's how you know
Maybe
it's
that was him. It didn't sound like Pauly Shore, like, at all.
No, I didn't hear it.
I thought for sure he was going to sound like him. But it also didn't mention... It didn't have his name in the credits. I don't think. So I'm wondering if there are, like, multiple dubs to this.
That wouldn't shock me.
But I'm not sure. I need to find a way to, like, find out. Oh, poor kitty.
I really don't like that Human S. Can you guess what the first thing that pops up in the Google trying to figure out what you're fucking looking for?
For Human S?
Human S.
Human sex, obviously.
No.
Really?
Human Shrek.
Oh, God!
Why?
Why?
The fuck is wrong with you people?
They just love Human Shrek.
Y'all got issues.
People gotta get their fix, that's what Jamie's saying.
Yeah, probably. That's what it feels like. Jesus.
Aha! That's what's with the, we watched the wrong dub. We had to find the even worse dub. This was the one that was dubbed by the Russian company. That just sounded bad. That's why it didn't have Pauly Shore in it. I was very confused when it didn't sound like Pauly Shore.
Yeah, that was weird.
Cause I was like, what? And so when we were watching, I was like, did I watch like the wrong version?
So it means we gotta watch it again.
Yeah, that means we have to watch it again, which will be even better this time.
God.
Man, it was like, but I don't know. I kind of like. I don't know if the other dub will do it justice, because some of the people. Well, Jamie says Human Shrek was a babe. You can't blame them.
It's been a minute since I've seen Human Shrek.
The circus ringleader, though, would start talking in very strange ways. Like, his sentences would flow very weird. Like, they'd like flow, and then they'd come back to something, and then they'd go, and then there'd be something weird, you know? And then there was one where he's like, I'm not a monster. I just haven't gotten any sleep. like what? We were dying laughing, and there was a part where this clown was like explaining something, and the camera shot of it, Sabrina was just like, you know what this looks like? And I'm like, fucking FMV game! And she's like, oh yeah, we were like on the same level, because it was exact like center on camera of like enough of the clown, and he's like moving and, you know, weird animation. And he's telling you, like, where to go, you know? He's like, there's the fairy who lives over the mountain. Like, in his weird, jilted, like, voice. It was so weird. It was such a strange movie. Yeah, no, I don't even... The cat with the gun, though.
That cat was
Dude, there was
crazy.
a cat, yeah. Jamie, I don't know if you've heard of this movie, the new Pinocchio movie that's been like the hotness around the internet. It was made in Russia and is terrible. It's called Pinocchio, a true story. But the one with the funny voices, yes. Yes. Now apparently we watched the wrong dub. We watched the other dub that also had bad voices, but did not feature Pauly Shore. Which is what I was really sad about. Like, when I heard him talking, I'm like, this doesn't sound like Pauly Shore.
This isn't my...
Something
This
is
isn't
awry.
This isn't my beautiful Pauly Shore. This isn't my beautiful house.
Jamie says, do the wooden boy voice. Apparently that's a quote from the pirate show. That's funny. But yeah, no, it was very weird. He ends up just working in a circus, like doing trick riding and being made of wood. Yeah, because the ringleader guy would announce him, and he's like, the talking puppet. But then his act consists nothing of talking or really, you know, being a puppet. He just did trick riding. Yeah, it was very strange. There was a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah, it was a very bizarre film.
And then, like, it came together at the end, though.
Let me guess.
What?
Let me guess. I'm just going to throw this out there. The detective guy was related to somebody in the circus.
Yes. Yes. Hello? We're talking about the movie.
I know.
Jamie's in the thing if you want to say hi.
Yeah. Hi, Jamie. Sorry, the best fucking thing was the voice acting.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But apparently we got the wrong version, because the one I had seen was talking about how Pauly Shore was the puppet. Because remember we watched that one?
Yeah.
That is apparently a redub of it by an American company.
Yeah.
Versus this is some dub of it for international release or something. There's like two different dubs of it.
We didn't get the right one?
No. We got the normal bad voices. We didn't get Pauly Shore as
boy.
Pinocchio. So we're going to have to watch this again sometime.
Okay.
So we'll have to compare, because then we'll know.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. The only thing that really bothered me was the horse's voice. And the inspector's voice. But, like...
Okay, the horse does have a different voice.
Because his voice just bothered the fuck out of me, just the way he talked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone else just had normal bad voice acting. His was just like...
the horse was so annoying.
It was just... His was just so egregious. Like, I could not...
The sound of it. Yeah, the horse was really annoying. Like, you could tell that, like, the writing for it was... They didn't quite rewrite it to sound good in English.
Yeah.
Except for that Leonardo scene.
Oh, yeah! I could name him
Right.
Leonardo, but then he'll end up as a bad actor.
Or artist.
Or an artist. Or a ninja. Or what do you say?
Or a turtle who's obsessed with pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A turtle who is obsessed with pizza.
And you're just like, alright, I guess we're gonna make this fucking joke. there's a, I don't like this is for a wide range of audiences,
Yeah.
and I seem to fit
It
none
is.
of them.
I mean, the movie wasn't made in America, so it's
No.
fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
It's totally okay.
Yeah.
They don't need permission for that.
I was
No.
telling him about how the clown guy was a perfect FMV game character.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. It was incredible. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I hope that the clown like acts exactly the same in the other dub because that was perfect FMV like
Yeah.
music, dialogue,
Yeah.
framing.
Yeah, it was just the way people talked was so strange. That was what really got me, because you're just wondering, like, how are they going to finish this sentence?
I am looking forward to seeing this movie, but worse because it already wasn't good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for a second run soon. I gotta find the right dub, though. That's hilarious, though. Alright, let me check this clip out real quick.
What clip is this from? Is this from the other dubbing? Could be anything, chat. Well, I mean, chat probably knows because they
What'd you say?
Oh.
Jamie sent me a link for the reference she was making.
I see it now. Yeah. I just watched it real quick.
Okay.
That was pretty funny. But yeah, no, everyone talked so strange.
And then, like, out of nowhere, there was singing. The movie
Yeah.
didn't seem like it wanted it to be a musical,
and yet here we were,
and then they started singing.
and it threw me off.
Yeah.
Especially that scene that was just basically a ripoff from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I've seen this before.
Mhm.
Where the fuck have I seen this before?
Yeah. Yeah, they just started singing. Yeah, the story was really weird. He just got involved with a circus.
And that's about it.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like, he was involved in a strange circus.
That wasn't really evil, I guess.
Well, it turned out they were evil.
Because they were part of the mafia or gang?
No. So here's what it turned out. It turned out that apparently during the shows, the ringleader, like the ringmaster, and the cat with the gun and the fox would go rob people.
Nice.
That was why they were the inspector was kind of after them.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then also, just out of nowhere, like there's a scene, and then like they for some reason they're like, oh, Pinocchio, you're the leader of all this, you're the criminal mastermind. Like, out of nowhere.
Sure.
Out of nowhere, the
Makes
inspector
sense.
guy, who's a complete dumbass, just decides Pinocchio is the head of all the villainy in this.
Look at him.
Yeah, and when they're like arresting him, he like stuffs his handkerchief down his mouth so he can't talk, and then later he pulls it out, and so it has his logo, like his last name, his family house name on it, and then it turned out
He was
the girl.
The girl was his
The girl was his missing daughter who had been kidnapped like forever ago and was the reason he became a cop.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. And the ringleader was like, I didn't kidnap her. I just bought her from someone who kidnapped her. It was really just like, okay, the way he's saying it.
Look, I just bought her. It's
Yeah.
It's clearly on the up and up.
Look, it was fine. Yeah.
Trust me, officer.
Yeah, no, it was so bad. Like, but the cat with the gun, though, there was this cat with a gun who just kept shooting shit all the time. It was hilarious. He like put 2 shots in Pinocchio.
Fucking Sean with a fucking cat.
Yeah, this was Cat Sean. Like, but Pinocchio was fine. Pinocchio took a fucking bullet and was like, "Sure, man." He got knocked down from the force, but that was it.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like beaten up or bruised or like it didn't break anything off or anything.
No, he was made of good stuff. Remember? That's what he said.
Yeah, he just takes a fucking gunshot. Yeah, such a weird story.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that, like, the clown...
Oh my god, there was this savage fucking burn from the horse.
Nice.
The clown tells Pinocchio that he heard through like the clown grapevine, basically.
Of course, there always is a clown grapevine.
That he's like, I heard from a clown who heard from another clown that there's a fairy who lives like, you know, over this mountain or whatever, something like that. And it actually was the same fairy that brought him to life.
Oh, nice.
Because I said the name and you know anyway if you remember it. But then he's like talking to the horse and he's like, no, the clown told me that he heard from another clown that if I go there, you know, there's a fairy and she could turn me human. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, hold on. How did he say this again? Damn it, how did he put it? Where it was like, he basically is like a clown told a clown. Oh no, how did he put it? How did he put the thing to say it? I can't remember exactly how he put it.
This might not be exact, but he was like, so you heard from a clown who heard from another clown that there's a fairy, but the only clown here is you for believing him.
That's what it was. That's what it was. I remember the end part, but I couldn't figure out how he got to it.
Trying to do the voice.
You did the voice pretty good.
That's exactly how he talked, basically.
Yeah. The only clown here.
Voice.
Yeah. The only clown here is you for believing them. Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's so fucking good.
It was savage.
That was like pretty fucking savage.
Yeah. Yeah. The only clown is you for believing them. Yeah, that was so funny.
Like, man, that fucking that fucking horse did not clown around.
No.
Holy shit, that's fucking great. That's so fucking great. That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then there was a part later where, like, the cockatoo tried to kill them.
What?
Yeah, the fairy's cockatoo, remember? Like,
yeah.
He was, like, guarding some passageway. Like, this, they go into, like, a thin little canyon, you know? And he's, like, doing a voice. He's up on, like, a thing, like, trying to be big and bad. He's, like, hiding from them, telling them to go away or whatever. And then he's like, all right, well... Fuck it. Yeah, I forgot how it is, you know, but then all of a sudden boulders start crashing down. Trying to kill them.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what? He's just trying to kill them?
Dude, that fucking cockatoo, I knew that fucker was up to no good.
Yeah, right?
The birds are always up to no good.
Yeah. And then later he was, then like after they meet the fairy or whatever, the bird lands with the fairy and he was like, said something about, like, I must be getting bad at this, you know? like implying he had killed before, probably.
Oh, he definitely killed.
I'm like, what?
That was no implication. He was straight up trying to tell them that I've killed and I'll kill again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I'm fucking crazy. I'm a bird.
But yeah, no, so the fairy told Pinocchio that the only way to become human was to do something truly human.
Damn, that's kind of deep, actually.
I know, that's what the parrot said, too. Or not the parrot, the cockatoo, because he's a cockatoo. That's what the cockatoo said, also. It's like, wow, that's actually pretty deep.
That's pretty deep for a shitty movie like this.
Yeah. So it ends up that what happens here is that, you know, Pinocchio finds out about the crimes. Apparently, everyone at the circus knew, but they couldn't do anything or whatever, and they don't want to get implemented, you know, as accomplices. You know, and so there's a strange part where they all sing about how the ringleader and the fox and the cat with the gun committed all the crimes to the audience at a packed show while the cops are there. And then, you know, they admit to their crimes, but then the ringleader is just like, I'm not going down. I'm going to burn this place down. and it's hilarious because the second the tiny lantern hits like the ground, the whole place starts just going up. Like the fire is just spreading like the place was soaked in fucking gasoline.
Oh, it always
like,
is, though.
It was insane. Like the whole big tent thing was on fire in like 4 seconds. I was like, we were just like, what the fuck just happened?
Bitch, you already know.
What?
You already know, Liz.
Yeah, the whole place was going up. Like, it was soaked in fucking gasoline. And so, like, you know, everyone's trapped or whatever, and people are getting out, and then Pinocchio has to save the girl, so he sacrifices himself to save the girl.
Which is something that's apparently very human to do.
And then he's dead for some reason. We don't know why, because, he doesn't have lungs, so it's not like smoke inhalation would have got him.
Oh, he didn't burn to death?
No, he's just there. Like, he looks fine. His costume's not even damaged or anything, I think.
Budget.
They're just like, he's dead. Like, that was it. Like...
Budget restraints, we've all been there.
He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's clearly dead.
Clearly.
And Geppetto was there, so, obviously he vetted it.
He vetted it?
He said he was dead. He made him. He knows if he's dead or not.
That's true.
Because the ringleader had captured Geppetto also.
Oh, of course, yeah.
To hold him hostage.
Yeah, to make sure Pinocchio still did his horse trick.
Yeah. I didn't get in the way of it. And then here's what happened. The girl cries over Pinocchio, and the tears hit him, and he turns human.
What is this, fucking Pokemon?
Yes.
Well, alright, sure.
That was how he turned human at the end.
Fucking of course, I guess. Yeah, sure, man, whatever.
Yeah, and then that was when, the inspector and the thing with the daughter comes a thing, and they're, reunited, and then it turns out that, you know what happened after the movie? They all just continued the circus. The inspector guy quit being a cop, and now he was the ringleader of the circus.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so they started a circus.
Sure.
I wasn't expecting this. This is kind of cool. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can see this better. Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
Shenanigans.
Yeah, he's like, he was done being a cop. He found his kidnapped daughter, so he was done.
Yeah. Hold on.
I was not expecting the ink dropper things. Kind of sucks because the liner was crazy cool, but
no, we're gonna.
It'll still be there.
Yeah, fun.
Watch out! It's going everywhere.
Yeah, it's just dripping through here.
Yeah, that's not attached by any means other than tape.
Yeah, I'm noticing this just now.
It's cardboard taped to a tiny piece of metal at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Just to give you the extra height so it doesn't fall off of the light pad.
Yeah. I got it.
But yeah, no, the movie was
awful.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. It was bad, but it had its moments. It had some good moments. Man, the cop guys, the inspector was just utterly insane. I was like, what? Why is this happening?
Oh yeah. I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry, it's gonna come together.
Mm-hmm.
I just need it to have because we're gonna do a yellow background.
I got you.
So I need to have some little what do you call it? Gradations to break up the monotony.
Mm.
Because yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're almost done anyway. And plus, the color that's going to go for our character's skin tone is purple and stuff, and that's a good complement to the yellows that we're putting in here.
Yeah, I remember the yellow part and everything. I just didn't know you were dropping in all the ink drop stuff. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I was like, oh, what? Kind of caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I got you. It's very festive looking.
Mm-hmm. I would say the only thing I don't like is the line that ended up going across the top.
Yeah, with the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
We could fix it in editing or whatever.
And plus when I paint over it.
Oh yeah, that's true, I guess.
We'll see what happens with the painting over process too.
Mm-hmm. It gives the skeleton a crazy mustache.
Yeah.
Or the skull.
Yeah, yeah.
It's right at mustache level.
Perfect. It was destiny.
Yeah. It all goes back to when we were talking about Hitler earlier. Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, remember in Spy Family we were joking about that too? There was the random professor
that just
looked like Hitler and Snape mixed together.
Yeah, which is funny and accurate.
That was hilarious. It's like, wait, what? Hold on. I kind of want to see if that guy was in the manga.
He might have been.
He was just a background character, you know?
Yeah.
So, if he was there, he's there for like one panel and he's unnamed, you know? Just like he was here.
Well, what's funny though, I actually really like. I was looking at some of the background characters in the Spy Family thing, and I like that the characters themselves, like Yor and Lloyd, do tend to blend in with the crowd.
Yeah, it works for their like
characters. And
such.
Such.
Their MO and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't actually like stick out too crazy.
Yeah,
because they don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is definitely smart. They have just enough like little detail. To make them stick out.
Mm-hmm.
Anya's like that too. She's just got like, a different colored hair than normally has, and then her little spiky things.
I do love that she didn't understand what a uniform was.
Yeah.
Where she was just like, wait,
everyone else here is wearing the same thing.
That's how a uniform works, kid.
No, Anya's hilarious.
Just fucking
the legendary face.
Fucking decked the shit out of that kid.
Bro, that was a punch, man. That was a punch.
I was hoping that
top 10 anime punches.
Yeah, it sucks that it didn't get to go straight to manga.
Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been hilarious if they punched straight to manga. They need to do that when someone gets hit with a dodgeball.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgeball fight.
Oh, yeah.
Go straight to manga. That'd be awesome.
I would love that shit. Is it the cat?
No, I think someone's hitting something, maybe? No, that is the cat. Cat, are you vomiting?
Or is he having allergies?
Might be an allergy one. Cat? Poor cat. Well, there's no vomiting here, but it does sound like he's having an allergy issue. Poor kitty.
And there we go.
Definitely looks cool.
Okay.
So the skirt or whatever they're wearing has like an Ava 02 look.
Yeah, right.
That's what it looks like to me. I wasn't sure what you were going for exactly, but the eyes definitely made me think of like Evangelion.
I was thinking of cat's eyes.
Oh, I was thinking of like the Sele eyes, or what the thing.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what they look like to me.
Because this is like the Leo one, so
yeah. No, that makes sense. It's just funny. That's what they look like to me. This makes it look like Ava 02 almost, or some kind of shit, But yeah, let me zoom back in on this. Cat.
Oh man, yeah, I fucking remember this fucking bullshit.
That's really the lame one, isn't it?
Remember this shit
Mm-hmm.
from Saber, where he ran up the fucking thing?
Oh, I think I do. That was so stupid.
Yeah, the guy posted saying it's been a year since I climbed that slope.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at that face. That looks really cool. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, fucking awesome. I love the glasses. The glasses look really cool.
Yeah. This is like Chick Don Flamingo.
Yeah, you're right. Which is a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. You gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Email after email. Jesus fucking. Okay, update our terms and service. Stuff about my Airbnb. Stuff about BGG.
But yeah, I think that's it for tonight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to wait for it to dry and whatever.
Yeah, so it'll be done for tonight, and then we'll come back and try again next time.
Yeah.
probably finish it next time, or no? I don't actually.
Probably
not.
not.
No way.
No
right?
way.
No,
2 hours? Yeah.
No way. Actually, no. I didn't know how much you were gonna do. That last one, I remember you were like, and then you just stopped. You're like, you know what I mean? And
I had to, yeah. It was weird.
It was hilarious.
It was weird because it was just like...
It looks so good as even just the line art, the other one.
Yeah, and you're just like, wait, I need to stop before I fucking ruin something, and then,
No, this one looks really good anyway, so.
But, alright then, well, we're gonna bail. Let me see, I need to watch this zombie movie, or this zombie little TED Talk that you sent. Yeah, I guess other than that...
Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're still going to be here Wednesday. We don't fly out until Thursday.
Yeah.
We're flying out to Chicago. So... Oh, I got to remember to pack these lights.
Yes, because we're going to try this one particularly, because we want to make sure we have good lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we have a second one, you know?
Yeah, I know. I said these ones in particular. I didn't know.
Oh, I thought you said this one in particular.
No,
and I was
these.
like, well, there's another one also, you know?
Catch these lights.
So, but can those go in the one with the photo thing? I mean, they have a battery in them. Are you not supposed to put stuff with batteries in there? I don't remember. Like to go into the
they don't like batteries. Yeah,
bottom or whatever. I don't want to blow the plane up, you know. What?
It's funny to say it that way. I don't know why it's funny to me.
I mean, that's what they're worried about. Is it catching on fire or whatever?
No, I know. They should be fine if it's in if we put it in with the photography equipment.
All right. But yeah, we're gonna bail. We'll be back on Wednesday, so we'll catch y'all later, everyone. Jamie, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great night. Watch a funky space wizard battle. So
without honor or humanity.
Right. See you later.